Everyone was there. Like the government, head of the government, head of the state was there. Everyone was there. So it was such an amazing experience to see this experience and this support from people. And I had a lot of fans. I don't know how they know because maybe they saw my story or something. Everyone was on the airport. So it was such an amazing experience as a first Pakistani world champion. It's a big thing for my country, for the people of Pakistan, because in martial arts we have a lot of good talented people, but we don't get a lot of opportunities. So I got the opportunity and I become the first Pakistani world champion, and people give me a lot of support.
From Pakistan to the world stage, Shahzaib Rind is making history in karate combat. As the first Pakistani world champion, he's carrying the weight of the nation on his shoulders as he steps into the pit January 24th at KC52 in Miami, Florida. We talk about his journey, the impact of his success on the Pakistani MMA and combat sports scene, and why he's ready to keep the belt no matter who stands in his way. Highly recommend giving Shahzaib a follow across all of his platforms. You can see the links down below. And if you're enjoying this content, would always appreciate you giving me a subscribe, a follow, a like. Always feel free to drop a comment too. Always love getting people's feedback. And now, Shahzaib Rind, let's get it. Welcome back to Fight Capital, where we enter the ring of combat sports business. I'm your host, Ryan Rapaport. Today, it's my honor to be joined by Shahzaib Rind, a 26-year-old mixed martial artist from Quetta, Pakistan, who has made history by becoming the country's first world champion in the karate combat pit. Prior to this, he was a 6-time national champion in Pakistan, and following his international success, Shahzaib has received significant recognition from the Pakistani government, growing his reputation and serving as a positive role model to his country and beyond. He defends the Karate Combat Lightweight Championship in the main event at KC52 in Miami, Florida, this Friday, January 24th. Thank you for joining me today, Shahzaib. How are you and where are you joining from?
Thank you so much for having me on your show. Right now, I'm in Miami doing my training camp. Last week of training camp, so everything is good. I'm very excited for the KC52 card in Miami.
Yeah, man. Well, we're all excited to see you back in there. Just talking a little bit about your history here. I know you began training traditionally in Wushu. What initially drew you to that style, and who were some of your early influences in martial arts?
When I was 8 years old, I started like Wushu Sandha. I was a kid with a lot of angry, I was beating every other child in my neighborhood. So my family put me into the martial arts academy, which was closer to our neighborhood. And it is Chinese kickboxing. So I started my career when I was 8 years old. I started beating everyone, become a province champion, state champion. Then I become a province champion. Then I become national champion. Then I went to the national team. I represented Pakistan national team for so many years. I was the undefeated national champion. Then finally I got here, started my professional career.
Well, tell me a little bit about how you found yourself to the goat shed. I know Laura was really pushing awesome to bring you in there, but talk to me a little bit about that experience that you received and coming as far as you've come so far and what you have learned along the way there.
Because I was in Pakistan, I was undefeated. I have been national champion for so many years. I had to, grow myself up. I had to fight one of the best guys in the world. I had to fight in professional. So I saw the good management. Then I thought, did some research on them. And then I found it's like best team in the world. They have very good fighters. The management team is so good. So I reached out to them and then we started discussion and we signed together. Then it took me 1 year to come here to America because, from Pakistan is like another part of the world. America is another part of the world. So it took me 1 year to, do my visa stuff and everything. Then finally we got it done. And right now I'm here. You see, like within 2 years, I'm a world champion. undefeated record. Everything is good. That's it.
Well,
It was a very good journey. I enjoyed it, enjoy becoming here, the new environment, new people, meeting with making some new friends, new family. So it's been so good.
well, for me, one of the things that I think is so cool is that you actually taught yourself a lot of your moves and the styles that you have. I'm just curious, how did you work that into your current training regimen when you ended up at Goat Shed? And do you think that's contributed at all to the way that you perform in the pit?
Yeah, it's not like, it's your hard work from your childhood. So when I was in the Pakistan, in the beginning, I started one gym. Then I had some coaches, they were good, but the level difference is so different when you have coaches here for the professional fights and everything. I started learning from YouTube, a lot of stuff from YouTube, watching YouTube videos, like watching the professional guys, how they train and how they do it. So I started working there and learn a lot of things from YouTube and started implementing them into my game. I was hardworking every day, like, without anyone. I had some coaches, they were helping me a lot, but, their level was not the same as if you want to compete in professional. So yeah, YouTube helped me a lot with a lot of things. And then I came here, I saw it's a different level, it's not just a striking. You have to work on your wrestling, you have to work on your grappling. It's a complete different sports. So then I started like working on my weaknesses. I had some weaknesses, so I started working on them. My ground game, because in Goat Shed Academy, we have one of the top guys. They train there. We have world champions, like, wrestling world champions, and their grappling is so good. Asim Zaidi, he's my coach. His grappling is so good. His wrestling is like next level. So he taught me a lot of things. I learned a lot from him and still learning.
Well, after KC 49 in Singapore, it was so cool to see you return home to Pakistan and seeing the hero's welcome you got getting off the plane. I mean, it must be a surreal experience. What is that amazing response that you've received from Pakistan meant for you?
It was so good. So I was not expecting anything. I was just like, it's a random day. I will go back to my country, meet my family, and then come back to America. I start my training camp for the next fight. But when I went there, I saw the airport, like thousands of people were waiting for me, and all the news channels, media, everyone was there. Like the government, head of the state was there. Uh, Everyone was there. So it was such an amazing experience to see this experience and this support from people. And I had a lot of fans. I don't know how they know, because maybe they saw my story or something. Everyone was on the airport. So it was such an amazing experience as a first Pakistani world champion. It's a big thing for my country, for the people of Pakistan, because in martial arts we have a lot of good talented people, but we don't get a lot of opportunities. So I got the opportunity and I become the first Pakistani world champion, and people give me a lot of support. It was so good. When I was on the airport, I saw them. It was such an amazing experience. Roads were blocked for me. The police was like, signals, everything was blocked. People were waiting for like, an hour to, unblock the roads. So when I passed the road, everything started back to normal. So it was such a good experience.
Well, and I didn't mention it before we started chatting, but I also work with Karate Combat in the brand partnerships and activations, and I actually got to see the numbers from the Karate Combat 49 in Singapore. And without giving specifics, you had tens of millions of viewers from Pakistan. It was unbelievable to see. I mean, really kind of illuminating and eye-opening for the power that you're bringing to Karate Combat and the international and Asia aspects that the league is affecting. It was very cool to see, man. But as a reigning champion, what does defending this title mean to you now? Hey, everyone, just want to take a quick pause here to thank you so much for all the support. I've been seeing really awesome growth lately. And as I continue to meet new people and find new avenues to tell stories for this combat sports business world, I really would appreciate if you could give me your feedback on the posts, as well as comment them. Please give me a subscription and follow me across all platforms. Links below, and really looking forward to putting out amazing content here in 2025. Now, if you wouldn't mind just doing me that favor, really appreciate it. Now back to the content.
Yeah, this title is a big title for me. I'm first Pakistani world champion, so this is a lot of pressure on me to, defend my title. And I've been doing everything. I've been training so good. I've been doing everything I can because there are a lot of other fighters from everywhere of the world, but from Pakistan, I'm the only one. So I'm not only representing myself, I'm representing my whole country, everyone. So it's a big thing for me, and I'm gonna defend it very well. I've been training for this one for so long. I've been improving everything, my everything. Like, if I see something is my weaknesses, so I start improving them. So I've been improving them. I have a best team with me. I have best training partners with me, best coaches with me. Everything is so good. So I will defend my title, and you can see I'm gonna defend it very well, and nobody can get it back from me. Now it is gonna stay with me forever.
Well, it's for sure one of the things I appreciate about Awesome and Goat Shed is the way that you have this real aggressive approach, the way they want their athletes to put on big performances. And definitely that shows in the way that you compete out there. You're just so kind of in their face, not giving any room to breathe. What's been the importance of that aggressive approach to your overall strategy in competition?
Because, fight businesses, there are a lot of fighters, like thousands of millions of fighters. So for me, when I go to the pitch, this is my opportunity to show the people, show the fans, because the fans are there to see players, to see the, fights. They want to see the real fights. So if I go there, just do like boring fight, nobody is gonna care. So for me, it's like when you go there, when you step into the cage, you have to give your 200% to put a show and entertain people. This is the most important thing for me. So I go there. I don't like wait for my time. I just go there. Whatever I can do, I give my 200%.
Well, as someone who follows this fight game as a business perspective, I just see the effect that you're having on the Asian MMA scene and globally, and almost like what a Conor McGregor has done for MMA in Ireland, or what Khabib and his team are doing for Dagestan and putting them on the map. I think you're so much doing that as well, and I can only imagine the athletes we're going to be see coming from Pakistan from here on out. But what advice would you give to other Pakistani athletes who want to follow in your footsteps?
Yeah, the first thing when I came to karate combat, it was my dream to like pave the path for the youngsters to bring more Pakistani fighters to the roster. So that was my main goal. So now you see a lot of Pakistani fighters are coming and they are doing very good, and so they are doing very good. So this was my dream. Now I'm a world champion. I'll bring more people here, and they can show I can give them opportunities so they can show their real talent. And this is a big thing when they come here and they got the opportunity and they showcase themselves and they make a life from it. So this is the everything for me. And I will give them like, you have to focus on your dreams. And if you like, work hard for it, then you can achieve your dreams.
I'm 100% there with you. So amazing to see everything you're doing, man. Before we get going, are there any supporters or sponsors that you would like to give a thanks or mention?
Yeah, I would like to thank DH Equita and RFZ company, RFZ Real Estate Group from Dubai, and Maiko and Government of Balochistan. They were helping me a lot in this training camp and this fight. So I'm very thankful to them. Because of them, I'm here today. I can represent myself. So thank you so much for supporting me. Keep supporting, and you will see me on the top.
And yeah, always love to shout out those sponsors. They're the lifeblood of the athletes. If people want to continue to follow your career or connect with you, how can they do that? Where can they find you on social media?
I am on YouTube, Shahzaib Rind, and Instagram, Shahzaib Rind Official, TikTok, everywhere, Facebook, Shahzaib Rind. So you can see I have a huge following from all over the platforms. And thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for following me. And thank you so much for giving me so much love.
Well, wishing you the best of the wrap up of your camp here. Wishing you a safe weight cut, and can't wait to see you there this Friday, January 24th in Miami. Shahzaib competing for the lightweight championship defense. Thank you so much for joining me again, and wishing you a great evening.
Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.